Hi folks, I was just watching the Wimbledon Men's Final. It's 2022. I'll butcher their names. It's between Djokovic and Kyrgios. Sorry, man, it's the probably worst pronunciation ever. But I was thinking, like Nick Kyrgios. I really should have checked how to pronounce his name properly, or paid attention to the commentators. But he kept on getting so angry during the game at his own supporters, like his own family and all that, because they weren't cheering in the way that he felt they should be, and so I think it fits in well with that what I was thinking in my most recent video about stay on target, like where I'm thinking try and stay on target, and it made me realise it's it was a clear illustration of like how people can get their focus thrown by things going on around them, which can end up stopping you from focusing on the main task that you're setting out to do. And his main task was to try and beat Djokovic, his opponent, and but he was so busy focusing on and getting angry at his supporters, like that, because they were winding him up, that he wasn't focused on what his opponent was doing, and I'm sure that was a contributing factor to him losing the final, and the championship. And it's just making me think, it's so important to, like, even if bad stuff's going on around us, to try so hard to just keep our focus on what we're wanting to try and build up in our lives and what we're hoping to try and achieve, because otherwise we can end up losing things in life, or losing the gains we'd made in something, or we can get just like, and sometimes, like if people wind us up too much, some people end up in prison, or like are dead or really seriously badly hurt because they let someone wind them up so much, and take them off their focus, of what they were wanting to be thinking of and feeling. So yeah, I think it's so important that, as time goes on, like I lost 10 years really to trauma and depression, and I'm only just starting to pull myself out of it now, really. And it's been a really long, hard battle, and people that judge me about it, I get judged by people all the time where they think I'm lazy because I'm not working and stuff, but it's the hardest work I've ever done. And I think like the thing of like keeping our focus on things we want to think of is so important, because otherwise, like, with bad stuff, we can end up just thinking of the bad stuff so much that it ends up stopping us from being able to make changes that we want to make, and it stops us from being able to build up the things we want to build up, and letting other people or other events take our focus off building up what we want in life can really affect our life badly, and so I think it's a crucial key thing to try and find ways to try and keep our focus on what we want. And I think one thing I'm finding is, like, get a sheet of paper and write out your main objective for the day, and then like keep it in sight all the time, like in your room, so you actually see it. So like I find that otherwise I forget what I was meaning to do, or I get distracted by other things, or even like noise going on outside or something. And it really helps a lot to write a list of your main goals and have them in sight, and keep reminding yourself of them so you can keep your focus on what you wanted to be focused on. But I'll do a video about that another time. But yeah, just that thing with the finals today, that Nick Kyrgios guy, sorry about the pronunciation, but he was so angry at his own family, and that when they were cheering loads for him, but I don't know if that was winding him up too or something. But I think it took his focus off actually playing the opposition that he was there to play, and in life we have opposition all the time that we really need to build our focus on conquering, like in terms of like inertia, that where things that stop us from keeping our focus on doing the things we want to do, like is it's really important to find ways to keep our focus on those things and stay on target, like I said in the other video the other day. It's otherwise we can end up spending our whole lives getting distracted by things and getting wound up by things and getting angry at things and never actually even like enjoy the moments where there's niceness going on because we're thinking about something that happened 10 years ago or something. And like, yes, it's a major thing that's happened to us sometimes, but I think it's so important to try and find ways to get our focus on just enjoying the moment and focused on building up what we want to do and on what we need to do to get there. And like doing the steps to get there really helps a lot as well, just actually, even if it seems like a million miles to get to where we want to go, like just doing, figuring out what steps we need to do to get there, and then just trying to do the first ones. And even if it doesn't work, we can always try and do it better again later, I'm finding. And also have a thing of like, if we're trying to make something happen, like if it's good enough, like then that's good enough, and we can always try and do it better later. Like I like to do music, and if I record my songs, I don't always play it exactly how I wanted to or sing it how I wanted to, but if it puts across the emotion I was meaning to, I just need to start thinking that's good enough for now and try and do a better version later if I want to, because otherwise we can end up spending years just never putting anything out that we did, or never letting the world see what we do because we always think we're not good enough. And really, maybe just being good enough is good enough for now, and we can build on that and keep building our skills. And but we can only do that if we keep our focus on our target and on the opposition we're trying to beat at the moment, and find ways to get around or through that opposition, or to get over it, or to just avoid it completely. And but always keep our focus on the things we want to achieve, but I think I'd best go for now. But I really hope you have a good week, and let me know in the comments if you found ways that are useful to keep your focus on things. And but yeah, I really think that guy lost the final in a lot of ways because he got distracted by things that were going on outside the game that he was playing. And in our game of life, we can get distracted by things that other people do to us or do around us, but if it distracts us away from building up the good things we wanted to build up in life, that can mean we don't do the things we meant to do in life, and we don't have the things we could have had if we let other people keep throwing us off track. And some people will try and throw us off track just because they're jealous of our abilities by telling us that we can't do it, or we're not good enough. Some people, if they see how great you can be, they'll tell you can't do it, and just because they're bitter and jealous, and they'll try and make you doubt yourself. So don't let other people distract your focus by their comments, because quite often usually people don't have a clue what you're capable of, and only you know what you can do best. And if you've got a good idea for doing something, it's probably because the universe feels like you can do it. So and you've got the skills to do it if you can think of it, so go for it. And I really hope things work out well for you. And don't forget to press subscribe if you've not, and if you press like as well, that'd help me a lot as well, just so I know you like my videos. That'd be awesome. And I hope you have a good week, and take care. See you later. Bye.